New bounty hunter Chateau meets master assassin Son Ryang-ha and is defeated by him. So she's surprised when he tries to flirt with her. Over the next month, Son continuously invades on her dates, even capturing valuable bounty targets for her to get her attention. But she ignores him. Chateau's boss, Euripides Ritzland, is asked to apprehend Son, who 8 years previously assassinated dozens of high-ranking Triad members. Euripides warns Chateau to focus on her current, less dangerous target. Chateau is contracted by Son, who has already captured her target, and requests a date on Christmas Eve, which she reluctantly agrees to. On Christmas Eve, Son has a good time, while Chateau stubbornly refuses to accept it as a date. Over dinner in his hotel room, Son reveals Chateau's target. A pimp who would rob his girlfriend's clients is dead and stored away for Chateau to collect. Though Chateau is suspicious, he wants nothing in return except time with her. Euripides witnesses Son and Chateau and is unsure of what to make of it. Via flashback, it's shown Chateau was found as a child, with a dead unidentified man and unable to remember her name. A man watches Son returning home. Euripides worries about Chateau getting involved with Son. Chateau retrieves the body of her pimp target. Euripides reveals to Chateau the man who hired them to find Son, the eldest son of a Triad boss, was just assassinated by Son. Chateau is shot at by a man with a spiderweb facial tattoo, causing her to crash off the road. Son becomes suspicious when Chateau, who normally rejects his calls instantly, starts letting the phone ring endlessly. Spiderweb chases Chateau into the woods and overpowers her. Son arrives, finds Chateau's car, and tricks Spiderweb into answering Chateau's phone, revealing their location. Spiderweb leaves Chateau alive, but gives her a message from Son that he's a traitor and must pay for his past. Chateau awakens in a hotel room, where Son admits her current situation was indirectly caused by mistakes he made. As she has a fever, Chateau passes out again, but tells him about the spiderweb tattoo. Son cannot be sure, but he suspects he has met Spiderweb somewhere before. Seemingly depressed, Chateau has a shower, but is furious when Son manages to take her clothes to be cleaned, including her underwear. Before she leaves, she passes on Spiderweb's message. Son remembers 5 years previously when he and Spiderweb, revealed to be called Ho, both worked the same organization, and Ho was furious when Son was going to be promoted first, despite Ho having worked there longer. Chateau returns to the office, where Euripides is upset about her absence, plus the destruction of her car. Chateau later finds Son at her home. He notices a picture that interests him of Chateau with her parents. Chateau reveals Euripides knows about him. But Son isn't worried, since if it is revealed Chateau and the company benefited from Son capturing bounties for them, their reputation would be ruined. So their only choices are to kill him or work with him secretly. Chateau is confused why Son is risking his life, but he points out she's doing the same by associating with him, having not once properly rejected him. Chateau's mother calls to remind her about the anniversary of her father's death, upsetting her, so Son leaves. Chateau visits her father's grave, while her mother meets a young man named Brian, a friend of Chateau's from childhood, and decides to tell him the truth. Son meets Chateau in the cemetery's church, but she declines to spend time with him. 3 men attack the church, so Son kills 2 and interrogates the 3rd, learning that the target was actually Chateau. Chateau rushes to find the church's missing nun and finds Ho holding her hostage. Despite fighting back, Ho knocks Chateau unconscious. Son calls Ho to demand to know what he wants. Chateau's mother reveals how she and her husband adopted Chateau at a young age, as her husband had been the police officer in charge when Chateau was discovered with the dead body, whose passport identified him as son Ryang-ha. Chateau claimed her surname was Noble, but no record of Chateau Noble existed anywhere. When the case went cold, Chateau was adopted and became Chateau Dankworth. Son meets and defeats Ho, but the car he was hiding Chateau in explodes. Despite having been shot, Ho draws a knife and insists they continue their fight. It is shown that Chateau escaped the explosion. Ho remembers how a Triad member, Seung-woo, took him in when he was a drug addict and became his mentor. Before, Son killed Seung-woo during his assassination of the Triad leaders. Ho manages to stab Son but is shot and killed. Son retrieves Chateau and escapes, but passes out from his wound. Another unknown assassin reports Ho's defeat to his boss and asks what to do next. With help from Jim, Euripides' secretary, Chateau gets Son to a back alley doctor. But Jim also reports everything to Euripides, so Chateau suggests Son quietly disappear before Euripides arrives. Son offers to take her with him to a life free of responsibility, but she refuses, so he leaves, after teasing her first. Euripides suspends Chateau for 3 weeks. After her suspension ends, Sun contacts Chateau to inform her he's leaving on a trip. Chateau begins to suffer memory flashes of the dead man while he was still alive. Chateau, Euripides, and Jim all go undercover on the cruise ship Artemisia to guard one of Euripides' relatives, a VIP highly influential in world politics and finance. Sun also boards the ship, as does the unknown assassin. In the past, an unnamed child is rescued by a man, who names the child son Ryang-ha. Chateau and Jim learn the VIP is Hawk, Euripides' wife, who owns a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and through her powerful family, is politically connected. Sun appears before Chateau, who suspects he's there to assassinate Hawk. Sun neither confirms nor denies this, but instead challenges Chateau. As long as Chateau can see him, he won't do anything. With Euripides' agreement, Chateau agrees to share a room with Sun for the whole voyage, with Euripides and Jim monitoring via cameras. Sun notices Chateau is struggling to sleep and, after some teasing, carries her to bed where she quickly falls asleep, surprising Sun that she must trust him. Sun points out Chateau's clothes make her stand out, while she should be undercover, so he takes her dress shopping. Despite her obvious discomfort, Euripides asks to meet Sun in private, revealing he knows Chateau doesn't remember much of her past, except that her original surname might be Noble. Jim's reinforcements, Jose and Sidran, arrive. Sun evades Chateau to meet Euripides at the rear of the ship, his disappearance worrying Chateau. Euripides is stabbed in the throat by an unknown attacker. It is shown Euripides was stabbed by the unknown assassin. Sun directs Chateau where to find Euripides, and chases the assassin who escapes after warning Sun he and Chateau must remain on the ship. Euripides manages to tell Chateau it was not Sun who stabbed him before he's flown to a hospital with Hawk and Jim. Chateau is confronted by the assassin, Jinon Won. Chateau locates Sun and points her gun at him, Jinon having offered to spare her mother's life and pay her a large sum in exchange for Sun. Surprisingly, Sun agrees to be handed to Jinon. Overcome by guilt at Sun's agreement to be traded and fear for her mother, Chateau attempts to shoot herself so Jinon no longer has a reason to kill her mother. But Sun angrily stops her and begins choking her while insisting she be more honest with herself and others. Jose and Sidran are suspicious the voyage hasn't been cancelled following Euripides' departure. Jinon's boss is shown manipulating events. Sun chokes Chateau unconscious. Via flashback, Sun is shown as a teenager diligently studying so he can one day work for Donnie, the man who rescued and named him. However, Donnie instead gave Sun an important secret mission. Chateau dreams of being in the car with the dead man who told her he is son Ryang-ha, a friend, and she told him she is Chateau Noble. Jinon murders Jose and Sidran. Euripides finally wakes up, so Jim decides to meet the ship at the next port, but is shot by another assassin. At the port, Sun leaves the ship and meets Jinon, explaining that he has left Chateau aboard as she's not to be involved further. Jinon and another assassin begin driving Sun to meet their employer, who they claim is Donald Bachman, aka Donnie, whom Sun claims he doesn't know and resists Nika's attempts to interrogate him further. Chateau is located aboard the ship by Jim, who survived with minor injuries thanks to the bulletproof windows on his car. They attempt to leave the ship but are stopped by Jim's would-be assassin who tries to capture Chateau. Working together, the assassin is shot and knocked out. Donnie calls the assassin's phone, but Chateau does not answer it. Sun is handcuffed and blindfolded to meet Donnie. Donnie explains his assassins are anonymous orphans he raised himself. He also reveals Ryang-ha's son was the name he gave one of his orphans who died, meaning Sun is not the original Ryang-ha's son, but an imposter. Chateau and Jim smuggle themselves off the ship with the injured assassin, who explains that Donnie is known as the Trigger and is paid by clients to use his assassins to start wars all over the world. Chateau asks Jim to protect her parents, and then resigns, so all her actions will no longer tarnish Euripides' reputation. Nika allows Sun to free himself so they can fight. Several guards are killed and Sun's recently repaired wound is reopened. Chateau breaks down the gate to Donnie's mansion with a truck. Sun weakens from blood loss and through flashbacks shows that when he was a child, he was also in the car with a young Chateau and the real Ryang-ha. Sun collapses and seems to accept his death. Bored, Nika casually reveals Chateau is outside before walking away. Jinon confronts Nika over letting Sun go. Forcing himself to recover, Sun rescues Chateau from the guards and happily calls her an idiot for almost dying trying to rescue him. Chateau and Sun hide in a homeless camp to treat Sun's injuries. To atone for accidentally helping Sun escape, Nika promises to find and kill him. Chateau and Sun awkwardly thank each other for saving each other. Donnie decides not to send Nika after Sun, but still demands they find Chateau, who he's been searching for since she was a child. Sun is forced to pick pockets for cash, revealing that due to an unpleasant childhood, he was forced to learn criminal skills before learning to read or write, causing Chateau to feel guilty. Chateau wonders about Donnie's organization and why they are interested in her, but Sun refuses to answer. Angry, Chateau attempts to leave to find out for herself. Sun loses his temper and threatens to snap her wrist to keep her obedient, but then relents and explains he isn't willing to lose her after he spent so many years trying to find her after losing her the first time. Chateau suddenly remembers that when she was a child, she shot somebody. Via flashback, it's shown that Donnie had asked the original Ryang-ha to look after a man named List Noble, and on his way to meet List, he encountered and then saved a young Sun from child traffickers. Ryang-ha, a university student, looked after Sun for a week while waiting for List. As Sun was about to leave, Ryang-ha got a call from List begging him to find something List hid. List was then shot while still on the phone by Seung-woo, who was furious that the girl he was looking for was not there. Sun helped Ryang-ha and they found a young girl asleep hidden in a suitcase. Stealing a car, they drove away, unsure what to do with her. She woke up, crying, but managed to say she was Chateau Noble. Realizing she was List's daughter, Ryang-ha decided to take responsibility over her. Breaking into a cabin for the night, Sun decided to leave. For a moment, Ryang-ha was uncertain if he should kill Sun to keep his whereabouts secret, but he let him leave. On the road, Sun met the surviving child traffickers who wanted revenge and chased Sun into the woods. Ryang-ha guiltily decided to bring Sun back, leaving Chateau sleeping and also leaving his gun. Unable to find Sun, Ryang-ha returned to the cabin, where Chateau, having woken up scared and alone, hid in the closet with Ryang-ha's gun. And when he tried to open the door, she shot him. Adult Chateau, having remembered all this, collapses in Sun's arms. The trafficker beat Sun badly, but Sun managed to kill him. Ryang-ha was shot in the neck, but initially survived and escaped in the car with Chateau. Sun passed out, waking up in a hospital a week later, where a police detective, presumably Officer Dankworth, Chateau's future adoptive father, informed Sun that Ryang-ha died after getting Chateau to safety. Devastated, Sun took Ryang-ha's name as his own. In the present, Sun brings Chateau to another of his safe houses, where she is so exhausted after remembering everything, she sleeps for 2 days. After waking, she's furious that Sun knew everything the whole time, without telling her, and yet finally understands why she never once properly rejected Sun, because deep in her mind she had recognized Ryang-ha's name, and couldn't bring herself to reject the man she accidentally killed. Donnie meets with the head of the noble family, and Nika takes him hostage while Euripides manages to keep Chateau's mother safe. Chateau attempts to hire Sun to assassinate Donnie, but he tells her she'll have to work with him as an equal, which she happily accepts, but is confused when he refuses money and tells her to work out what he really wants as payment. And that's the end of the video. As always, if you liked what you saw, subscribe to the channel. I'll be uploading a lot of videos just like this, so I'll see you at the next one.